So learning, we know, requires safety, and it requires physical safety, cultural safety, right? Students can't be safe if their schools are upholding white supremacy. It requires emotional safety because we need restorative healing centered approaches to these traumas that have been experienced for a long time for some, more recently for others. COVID, systemic racism, food and housing insecurity, and leaders who are completely unaccountable to the people. And community safety, because it's really hard for students to be able to concentrate and learn if their communities are not safe. And these are human rights we're talking about, okay? This is not like extra stuff. This is stuff that every human being needs in order to be able to learn. So what learning does not require? I'm so glad you asked that. Sorting students by ability, high-stakes standardized testing, white supremacy culture, punitive grading policies, segregation and resource hoarding. Pro tip, folks, none of these creates the safety needed for learning. So please make sure you make a note of that. So this might seem like an obvious question, but really, what is school? So bear with me. Right now, according to the DOE, according to the current system, it's a huge bureaucracy run by the people farthest from the impact, including a mayor with power and without any accountability. And there are some mechanisms in place to give the false impression that parents have some power. And while it's pretty obviously not true, it does manage to drain the time and energy of committed education leaders and activists so they can't address the real problem, which is mayoral control. What school and schooling must be are public, democratic, equitable, humane, liberatory, and joyful, folks. So here's our exit slip. In your own words, analyze why we need responsive, equitable, safe schools now, and why there was no point spending my time making public comments at the PEP so that they could be dismissed and the mayor and chancellor could just continue making reckless, unaccountable, and inequitable decisions and pretending to engage stakeholders. # boycott the PEP.